Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about evidence. Okay, first let me shut this window a little bit here because they're outside cutting grass. If you hear my other two videos, I just made 3 more videos before this one, and you'll hear them out there cutting grass and stuff like that. But in this video here, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about evidence for a minute. And the evidence that we're going to talk about is the 2 shots to the manhole cover. Now, I've made videos on this before, okay, but I want to show in detail now, and I want to really show in detail about people looking for evidence. Okay, now people says there's a conspiracy in the JFK assassination for years now, for 50-something years now. They're claiming that there's conspiracy, but people says, well, where's the conspiracy at? Because all we see was the 3 shots. To have a conspiracy, there have to be more than 3 shots, and there is no evidence. As they claim, there's no evidence, which I've already found enough evidence to show there was a conspiracy. But let's talk about the manhole cover here for a minute. Now, when we look at this, okay, and we're going to have to wonder, what's going on here, because right here, as I pointed out in the Zapruder film, okay, we can see a piece of concrete on frame 399. We can see something strike the side of the concrete of the manhole cover, and a piece of concrete flying up in the air. Then again, in frame 401, we see another shot strike the manhole cover, and a piece of concrete flying up in the air and stuff. And then in frame 402, we can see a bullet ricocheting upward. Now, we can see this in the Zapruder film. We can also see this in the Nix film too, in the original Nix film, in the first-hand copy, but I can't show them. But I'm going to show it in the Zapruder film. The Zapruder film does show this, okay, because we got this side view. Now, if there was no shots that hit that manhole cover whatsoever, then why is all these images taken of them around this manhole cover, just like this right here? The manhole cover is right behind on the other side of the Secret Service agent. There's a bullet laying in the ground, which he's picking it up. Now, this is after the assassination. Why is there police officers there? Why is there Secret Service agents there? Why are they looking at around this manhole cover? Why was there a bullet laying there? And there was not 1 bullet they picked up. There was actually 2 bullets they picked up, which I'm going to go into it right now. Okay, now, as you see here in this image here, okay, down here I've got to mark a 30.6 bullet right here. We can see the bullet right here, which I'll pull up as much as I can over here so you can see it. We can see the tip of the bullet in this image here, laying in the grass. This is where the bullet came to rest after it struck the manhole cover. Okay, the bullet's laying right here in the grass. He's getting ready to pick it up. Now we go a closer view of it. As you see here, we see the Secret Service agent's hand, and we see the bullet right here. He's picking up the bullet. And here's a closer view of that bullet right here lying in the grass. It's a 30.6 bullet. Now, this is by the manhole cover. Like I said, when we look at here, we have this image here. We have the police officer here trying to figure out where that bullet, that shot came from. Okay? Because they picked up the bullet. If you watch my cursor, this is the location they picked up the bullet. This is where it came to rest, right here. There's the manhole cover right there. He's trying to say it's coming from this direction here, which wasn't actually, was coming from the county records building, because the bullet came here, flipped up, and then it ricocheted and hit here. Same thing over here. Now, this is what we call evidence. Okay. Now, if we look at here, okay, you see where this is an image taken of the side of the manhole cover, the concrete, where you can see the tip of the bullet still laying inside the grass here, and where it struck at right here on the side of the manhole cover, which I'll pull up this image right here. We'll shrink this, and let's pull up this image here again. Pull this over here, push this up here. Okay, the pencil mark, he's pointing right here. That bullet they retrieved that struck right here was right in this location here. Here's the head of this is the tip of the bullet right here. That bullet was right here. They retrieved a bullet right here as well. And this is that location right here of what that pencil's taken. Now, they took this image here. That was on the day of the assassination. They took an image here. They also have images of this here. So now we know there's 2 bullets struck there. because we have all these images, even right here. We have an image of still that police officer standing right here. He's looking right at that bullet hole here. This guy here is trying to pick up some more stuff, whatever's in the grass area there. We have one Secret Service agent standing right here. Police officer standing here because there was a bullet that struck here and a bullet struck here. When you watch my cursor. And look at the time, 12:40. Okay, this is 10 minutes after the assassination. 12:40 on the clock right up here. We'll see it says 12:40. Okay, 10 minutes after assassination, they was already over here picking up bullets, taking images of this manhole cover and everything else. Even that night, okay, even at night, same night assassination, again, they take pictures of the manhole cover and they place it into evidence. We see the file number up here for this. Why now? If there was no shots there, no bullets found there, or anything else, then why would they put this in evidence? Why would they take this picture here, even at night, and place it into evidence? Why would they even take these pictures here? Because there shouldn't be nobody around that manhole cover. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay. Like I said, this Pruder film shows us a bullet striking right here, and a piece of concrete flying upward. Okay. This Pruder film shows us this. Right here is location where they found that bullet. Secret Service agent was sitting, crouching down right here, and he picked that bullet up right here. We have a Secret Service agent standing right here, and we have a police officer standing right here, and everything else looking over these right here. You see? And the second bullet, as we see in this Pruder film, struck right here on the top corner. Okay, here we have photographic evidence that shows there was actually more than 3 shots fired. And even today, now let me bring this picture up here first. This image here was taken in 1977 or 78. This image here was taken. Okay, this is the image on this side here. Both of these bullet holes line back up, as you see right here, even a straight line right here. Okay, these bullet holes line back up to where? The records building. County records building is where these bullets line up to. Now, we see one here, that same hole here that we see here, and one right here. Now, today, we see that same bullet hole right here, which is a close-up here, and we see the other one right here. Both still there today. 53 years later, okay, there's your evidence of 2 other shots. Now we got the magic bullet. Now we have the curb shot. We have the fatal headshot. Now we have 2 other shots to the manhole cover, and that evidence is still there. That's the reason why they didn't dig this up, because they didn't want to try to throw it off like these shots never happened. But you have images that shows a bullet lying over here, another bullet lying over down here somewhere in the grass area. We have a bullet strike hole marked there. We have a bullet strike hole marked there. They both line up to the county records building. Now we have evidence to show there was 2 other shots fired that day. This basically tells us that there was a conspiracy that was going on. Okay, people has got to look at this, because you can go there today, and you'll see that bullet hole up here, and you see that bullet hole up here. And I'll tell you something else that I've been wanting to do myself. Okay, here I'm going to show you the location of that manhole cover right here. That is the location of that manhole cover that was hit. You're going to see a bullet hole right here, and you're going to see one right here on the top corner. Okay, this is the location of the bullet hole where we can see today. That is the evidence that shows 2 more shots being fired that day. These 2 shots line back up to the county records building. It doesn't line up over here, and it doesn't line up here. It lines to the county records building, which if you look at it, it actually, here's the curb shot, and it's all in the same line of fire as the curb shot. Okay, the curb shot is the same line of fire. This shot didn't come from, the curb shot did not come from the Texas School Book Depository. That came from the county records building. So when we put all this together, we're going to say, well, okay, we got the curb shot here. We have the manhole cover shots there. There's 3 shots. 3. 1, 2, 3 shots fired from a different location. Okay, we have the manhole cover shots. We have the curb shot, and they're in the same line of fire. So now we have 3 shots in the same line of fire. Now, how many shots does that leave? Magic bullet, fatal headshot, right? So that means only 2 shots was fired from the 6th floor of the county records. From the Texas School Book Depository, which I point out my research was Oswald only did take 2 shots a day, but there was no magic bullet or nothing like that. But I just want to point this out. Now we have evidence to show there was actually more shots fired that day. Photographic evidence and physical evidence, because we could touch that manhole cover. We can go to that concrete today and feel it. We can take pictures of it and everything else. Now we have that photographic evidence. We have evidence today to show there was, in fact, 2 other shots fired that day. So that magic bullet theory and the 3 shots theory is gone. Now we have the evidence. This right here is that evidence. These 2 shots right here is that evidence to prove there was a conspiracy going on and there was more shots fired that day. That's why I don't understand about a lot of these researchers and stuff, that when I point out my research to them and I showed them this, and I show them the photographic evidence and everything else, they don't want to bring this up in their research. They don't want to bring this up to tell people, hey, we have evidence to show there was more than 3 shots fired that day. Here's the manhole cover. There's our evidence right there. And they said, well, how you know these are not just made by, something else? But because we could see in the Zapruder film, shots are being fired there. We could see in other images was taken at 10 minutes after the assassination. Images of Secret Service agents bending down, picking up bullets from in the grass area here and from over here. They took pictures of that manhole cover and around that manhole cover, and they went back and took pictures of that manhole cover at that same night. Why? Because they know 2 shots struck that manhole cover. There are also eyewitness accounts that also says there was bullets striking the concrete of the manhole cover. Eyewitnesses claim it. So now we have the eyewitnesses, backs up the images, backs up what we can see, and then we have the bullets that being picked up from that location. So see, there is photographic evidence, there's physical evidence, and there's eyewitness accounts that show there was actually more than the 3 shots fired, which basically shows us 5 shots being fired and also proves there was a conspiracy. So see, they don't want to look at it this way. They could tell people this and that. You got all this photographic evidence over this one manhole cover. All this, you've got bullets and everything else, and we got holes. But they don't want to bring this up when they talk to people, when they tell people and stuff like that, okay? They want to just go ahead and just point out, well, the fatal headshot, they don't talk about the shots of the Governor Connolly, really, or even the shots to to where James Tagg was standing, the curb shot, because they're mainly looking at that magic bullet theory. They're mainly looking at that fatal headshot to JFK. Okay, but they're missing all this evidence here. When you see images being taken at 10 minutes after the assassination, these images are taken, they're picking up bullets and everything else in this location here. This is evidence right here to show there was a conspiracy. Shows there was more than 3 shots fired. Okay, so there has to be a second gunman. They're too busy trying to look for evidence for a gunman behind a picket fence area, when there's evidence sitting here that's in my books. It's in my books. In all my books I got, okay, even in this one here, which I go into details about it. Evidence of conspiracy, okay, which has that evidence of the manhole cover there. Okay, it has everything that you could possibly imagine. This is why my book here, okay, I got all my total research of JFK assassination in this one book. Okay, in this one book. This book here holds all the facts. This book here holds all the evidence that you see here in my videos. Okay, JFK assassination. Okay, any evidence by photographic evidence, by eyewitness accounts, and everything else does show and prove, even that manhole cover today does prove there was a conspiracy in the JFK assassination, and it was, matter of fact, it was more than the 3 shots fired that day. Okay, so I'll leave the description down below where my evidence of a conspiracy, you can find it. What I'm going to do here in a few is I'm going to go on there and try and do a little bit here so I can drop the price of the book. It's on Amazon and it's also on Kindle. Okay, but the physical book is a lot better because then you can have it out and you can do all reading, because there's a lot of research in here. I mean, a lot. Okay, and there's a lot of photographic evidence, and I go into a lot of details in this. You're going to find out who was behind the assassination, why it was behind the assassination, I talk about the Zapruder film, the evidence from the Zapruder film, why, he was filming slow motion, go over eyewitness accounts and stuff like that. I go through it all in this one book right here. You'll find every bit of my research in here from the videos, and plus a lot more, just like this image here, which I never show nobody, but here, this image here, which I colorized it, the shot to the side of the concrete and manhole cover, and the tip of the bullet right here, this tip of the bullet here, and then you got the pencil mark right here pointing to where the bullet struck and flew back into the grass. They had to dig it out a little bit. Okay, this was also seen by night witness account and stuff like that. You'll find it in this book here. But anyway, I want to tell everybody, don't forget that I still got this is my first draft, my first copy of the book. The first one ever run off. Remember, I had that contest going on about who's going to win this as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. And hopefully you can tell your friends about us and stuff like that, so we can get a lot more subscribers in, so we can finally go ahead and give this book away. Because there's a couple other books and stuff I want to give away too, but I want to do one at a time right now, so don't get nobody confused. But here's more evidence I want to prove. And like I said, 2 shots to the manhole cover actually shows the evidence, and there's the evidence right here of there's a conspiracy. But I also want to do one other thing too before I close out this video here, is I want to show you something. Now, I've been planning on doing this myself when I was going to do a documentary, but to do a documentary, I'm going to need like about almost $25,000, and I don't have that to go there to make a full documentary. Okay, but there was 2 shots to the grass area. Okay, now I didn't tell nobody where this location is. Okay, now I don't know if they dug up them bullets or not, because there's no images or nothing to show, or no footage showing anybody in this location digging up bullets. But by the film, by the Zapruder film, we can see 2 shots striking this area right here where the grass area is. So this is that location. Okay, well, it'd be this one right here. Right in this location right here. Okay, here's the manhole cover right here. Where you watch my cursor. Right here in this location, somewhere along this curve right here, in this location right here, the other two bullets might be found. Now, if anybody, I don't know if the government will go to it real quick, or workers or anything else like that, but I've been wanting to go there, actually, when I made my documentary, and take a metal detector and see if I could find them bullets right in this location here. But I don't have, like I said, it cost me about $25,000 to make a documentary and stuff, and I was trying to do it and try to do a live stream as well when I was making this documentary. And if I'd have dug up, and if I found them bullets there still today, that'd have been a real plus side, because there'd been more evidence showing, more physical evidence, But whoever wanted to take the chance and try to maybe take a metal detector around in this location right here, okay, you might be able to find them bullets still there today. That's if they didn't already dug them up when they did a lot of work in that area. They may be still there, because I don't think they even know them shots occurred there, because of the pure simple fact, there's no body taking images of it or anything else. The only thing we have is this Zapruder film that shows 2 shots hitting that location. That's why I said if you look at the line of fire, we have James Tagg standing right here on this curb, and where the curb was hit right here, and we line this back up, we're going to see this lines up into where the manhole cover is, and right in this location here is where the other 2 bullets struck. Okay, and then when we go further back, we're going to see that these all bullets line up to the county records building. So this is for anybody that wants to take that chance. Okay, and if anybody else sees this video, they might run there. I don't know if government or whatever would run there and try to dig them up real quick in the middle of the night. But it should be right in this location here, them 2 shots. If they didn't dug them up, they might still be there today. Just like the bullet that struck the lamppost right here. Okay, that might be, that hit and struck, and it's probably over in this location here, but they did a lot of work in that area. They redid a lot of this grass area and stuff, so they might have already got that, and it's probably long gone by now. But over here, when the bullets hit, it actually got into the ground, so it might be still stuck there today. So I just want to let anybody know, I'll give this stuff for information out. Whoever wants to try to go there maybe and take a metal detector, maybe you'll find them, maybe not. They probably already dug them up by now. Or, you know, if someone's seen this video and they went there and probably dug them up real quick and got rid of them. But anyway, I just want to make that little part there. So whoever wanted to, because like I said, if I was going to make a documentary there, if I had the money, I was going to, and I was going to try to do it live and stuff like that. But anyway, don't forget to tell your friends about us. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And you all have a nice day now. Thank you.